While me and my partner at the time, and our two friends, were on our getaway 2 hours south, seeing his family and other friends, we were in the city, checking out the sights and different places you could go to. There was a tower on the foreshore, just on the river, where you could walk up to see some nice views. This was called the Queen's Wharf Tower. People would make a joke about how the tower looked in appearance. I'm sure you can use your imagination here. One of the other places in the city was the War Bunkers, just east on the hill, above one of the beaches. Normally, when you would walk in, there would be other people looking as well, but on this day, we were the only ones. You would walk in, and there would be tunnels running off the main tunnel in both directions. You needed a flashlight to see properly, as it was pretty dark in there. We looked around for a bit and I decided to go down a certain tunnel. By the looks, it went down a fair way, not like the other tunnels that would end within 20 meters. This tunnel kept going and around a few different bends as well. I came to a certain bend and I could see a dim light ahead of me. Was there someone else down here? I was on my own at this stage because the others hadn't followed me. I was starting to feel on edge. Despite feeling this way, I kept walking, because my curiosity won over my fear. I ended up walking into the end of the tunnel, but the whole cavern was filled with candles, and they were all lit. What was this about? Was someone living down here? Was someone else close by? I wasn't sure, but there were no other tunnels I had noticed leading from this room, although I could feel a cool draft coming in from somewhere, kind of back from where I came in from. I turned around and looked above me and there was a shaft in the ceiling of the cavern going up. Although it looked like it was turning into a cave, it must have led back outside towards the beach. I didn't climb up it because I wanted to go back and meet the others. Then I heard voices. It was my partner and my two mates. They had found me in the room of candles, and they all couldn't believe what they were seeing. Yeah guys, look what I found. Whoa, that's insane. Someone has to be living down here. We stood there for a minute and then we heard a noise. It sounded like an eerie moaning sound, like a man was crying in pain. It almost typically sounded like a ghost. It started to get louder, and it was coming from the shaft above us. We all started to run, and we hightailed out of there. It still took 5 minutes to get out, but we got out. What was that? Was that a ghost we just heard? Or was that actually someone down there? It was spooky, whatever it was. For the rest of that night, we discussed what was making that noise, and why the candles were all lit in that cavern. Either it was a homeless person living there, or something supernatural was going on. It's still a mystery to this day.